Now today I'm going to make a spicy chicken burger. Now we're going to make up our own little spice mix, similar to Cajun Spice. So it's going to be really delicious on the chicken. We're going to serve it up with some bacon, we've got some garlic mayo, bring it all together and it's just absolutely wonderful. So give this one a go. So for making up this chicken burger, I'm just going to go through the ingredients I'm going to use. Now I've got mine all laid out, all measured out. Now with the spice mix, this is similar to a Cajun Spice. So it's a homemade version. Now what I'm going to use for that is teaspoon measurements. So we've got 1 teaspoon of cayenne chili pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder or onion granules, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2.5 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 1/4 teaspoons of dried oregano, and again 1 1/4 teaspoons of dried thyme. So that just gets mixed up in the bowl and there's your spice mix. I mean obviously if you've got it ready made and you want to use Cajun Spice, you know, help yourself, but this is a nice simple one you can do at home. Now we've got the chicken there, and what I've done with the breasts is just slightly opened them up, you know, make them a little bit bigger, thin them out a little bit, and they obviously look a good size when they're in your burger. Bacon, I've got streaky bacon. Now I'm just going to fry that in the same pan as I'm going to fry, you know, the breasts of chicken with that spice mix on. So some of that spice mix will probably go on the bacon anyway. Now I've got a large tomato because I'm just going to slice that. We've got some lettuce. Now I've also got this mayonnaise, probably about 100 grams, maybe a little bit more, and I'm going to mix that with 1 clove of crushed garlic, and also I'm going to add some cucumbers. So peel it, slice it in half. We're going to scoop out the seeds in the middle because that's a bit watery, and then we can just chop it down nice and fine, add it in with the mayonnaise, give it a nice crunch. Now I've got some olive oil, which I'm just going to rub that over the chicken so the spices stick to it, and use a little bit in the frying pan. Apart from that, I've just got my rolls. I'm going to use these ciabattas. Obviously you can use any rolls you want to serve it up. So there's all the ingredients. I think what I'm going to do is get myself a bowl, tip the spice mix it all around, and then we can just put a little bit of oil on the chicken and rub the spice mix well into the chicken. So with the spice mix, I'm just going to carefully just put that all in the bowl, give it a bit of a mix. And obviously if you've got any leftovers or you want to make a bit extra, then you can always keep it in a pot and use it another time, and then you've got the ready-made mix. So just move that around quickly like that, get it all mixed up. And there you go, that's your spice mix all done. Now I'm going to get my chicken, so let's just bring my chicken there, and I'm going to put some olive oil on there. Now I'm just going to rub that first of all over the chicken. That's it. That's all done, and then we just get the spice mix, and once you've got the spice mix on there, you could just leave it covered up in the fridge, bit of cellophane, and you could do your burgers later on, let the flavours sort of, you know, marinate a little bit. So again, just do the other side. That's it. I'm just going to give this a good rub, get it all nicely coated all over. There you go, all done. Got a lovely coating of that spice mix there. So now I've rubbed that spice mix into the chicken. As I say, you could leave it and have it later on, cover it a little bit of cellophane, keep it in your fridge, and that'll help the flavours really to develop on the chicken. Now I am going to cook mine, you know, fairly soon, but what I'm going to do first of all is just make up that garlic and cucumber mayonnaise mixture so that's all ready, and we can bring the whole thing together at the end and enjoy. Now for making up the garlic and cucumber mayonnaise, I've got the 3 ingredients there, apart from a little bit of salt and pepper seasoning. Now with the cucumber, I'm just going to peel that, Then I'm going to chop it in half, scrape out all the seeds in the middle because they're a little bit wet. You don't want that going in the mayonnaise. Once you've peeled it and whatever, you can just chop it down nice and fine and add it in your mayonnaise to give it a lovely crunch. So I've finished chopping up the cucumber. I am going to use it all, and I might use just a little bit more mayonnaise if I need it. Now, let's put the mayonnaise in there. So I've got about 100 grams at the moment, but I know in a minute when I give it a bit of a stir. Not too bad actually. Let's get me garlic, crushed garlic. Now you don't need a huge amount of this crushed garlic because it could be a small clove, otherwise it can be a bit powerful. Now we need to season that. A little bit of salt and pepper, so let's just use a little bit of, almost like a pinch of salt there. And again, freshly ground black pepper. Give that all a quick move around. And then what I'd recommend is just to have a little taste of it before we put it on the burger. So let's try it quick now. Adds more salt, just a little bit, and I think we're there. So I'm going to leave that just like that. Got a lovely flavour with that garlic in it, not too overpowering, it's just nice. So I've got my mayonnaise dressing that we're going to put on the sort of buns if you like. So what I'm going to do now is go over to the hob and we're going to cook up the chicken and the bacon. Let's get a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Like that. Switch the heat on. I say bring it up to about a medium heat until it's fairly hot, and then we can add the chicken in there. Now the pan I reckon's just about come up to heat, so I'm going to grab myself a piece of that chicken. Get that sizzling in there. Open it out a little bit. Right, lovely. Again, get another one as well. Ah, it's already smelling absolutely wonderful in this kitchen. As soon as you put this in, and that spicy mix, it's delicious. Just a bit like that. Now I've been cooking the chicken on the first side for about 3 minutes, so I'm just going to carefully flip that over. Oh, look at the colour on that. Lovely. Now again, I'm going to probably give it another 3 minutes on this side, and then I'm going to put the bacon in there. And I might just turn that back over. And again, let's have a look at the bacon, just give it a little bit longer. The bacon's not going to take long. As soon as the bacon's done, we're going to start making up this delicious burger. Now my chicken in total has probably had 8 minutes, so I'm going to pull that out. Like that. And again, with the bacon, move it into that spicy mix. Probably another 30 seconds and that's done. So I might even switch the heat off. And again, I'm just going to take the bacon out of there. Just lay that on top. So I've come over to the table and we're going to start assembling this chicken burger. Now with my ciabattas, what I've done is I cut them in half because it was like a long loaf, and I've also toasted the inside. So what I think I'll do is just put a little bit of mayonnaise on both sides, on both of them. Might as well make 2 burgers up. So just put some there. What I do is just kind of rub that in a little bit. Same with that one. That's it. And again, I'll do the same with this one as well. So just put a little bit of lettuce in there. Slice of tomato. This is like a beef steak tomato. Now what I'm going to do with that is just add just a little pinch of salt on that tomato. And then we've got the bacon and that chicken. So let's just put a little bit of that on there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That one came with that bit as well. Oh. And then of course, we've got the bacon. Put that on top. And there you have it. You have got something delicious there. Now I've served the burger I'm going to eat on a plate there. So I am going to get stuck into that. Look at that, looks delicious. Now let me just try that. Might be a little bit messy, so try and eat it over a plate. That is absolutely gorgeous. That spice mix, really nice on that chicken. And that little bit of mayonnaise, you get a little bit of a crunch from the cucumber. That is delicious. Go and make this. It's nice and simple to do. There's probably no reason, you know, you couldn't do it under the grill if you don't want to do it in the frying pan, but altogether makes a really nice spicy chicken burger. Thanks for watching my videos. I'll see you again on the next one. The original Naked Chef.